Tonight's Fox 17 Waste Watch report focuses on one of the 10 largest public utilities in the country. We're talking about Nashville Electric Service. And tonight, we uncover inefficiencies at a time when your rates are going up and top NES executives are getting raises. All day, every day, Nashville Electric Service pushes out power to 300,000 of us.
Hello, how are you, Ezra?
Customers like George Lieberman,
That sounds very good.
who's still working at age 68.
I, at this time, have to work.
And NES just raised his and everybody's rates nearly 4%. Combine that with TVA's increase and it's costing you about $120 more a year.
As an organization, I think they have some spending problems.
Lieberman was driving his used van in Bellevue when he saw this NES meter reader driving a big gas-guzzling truck up and down, up and down, up and down everybody's driveway. Fox 17 watched meter readers for weeks, and we asked NES to explain what we are seeing in the video.
If you're looking at this just as an average person on the street, it may look odd, but they are reading meters as efficiently as they can.
Over 700 square miles of service territory. That's a lot of gas burned by Ford F-150s and Dodge Ram 1500s. NES's meter reading fleet gets on average just 14 to 17 miles to the gallon.
A meter reader could drive a much smaller vehicle, much more fuel economy. But here again, it all boils back to there's no accountability.
Why do they need this big truck?
They need the trucks to navigate some of the areas where they're going.
In the areas we followed meter readers, we didn't see any rough terrain in town. Hi there, is this PG&E? I easily found other forward-thinking utilities like Pacific Gas and Electric using nearly 1,000 electric vehicles for a 30% savings. Atmos Energy, based in Texas, saves about 40% using Segways. Right here in Franklin, reading gas meters. They unload the Segway and go house to house. First Energy, which runs 10 different utilities, has meter readers drive their personal cars and reimburses them mileage, saving hundreds of thousands. While looking for more efficient meter reading systems, Fox 17 also discovered salaries for the top 5 NES executives all spiked right after this state audit last year. Citizen activist Ken Jakes was behind that audit.
They're not down there to save money. They're down there to spend money.
President and CEO DeCosta Jenkins got a bump up to $367,000 a year just prior to the audit. Alan Bradley's pay jumped up to $302,000 right after the audit. So did Teresa Broyles Alpin, up to $261,000. Dennis Boems and Herb DeBerry also got a 3% raise. Were any of these raises tied to looking for inefficiencies within the company?
No.
I'm sure you can understand a ratepayer who just got their rates raised, wondering why.
I don't really have an answer for that. I do know that we have made every effort to show and demonstrate that we are an efficient company, and because of the audit, we are a better company.
To satisfy the audit, NES took credit cards away from executives who were using them to buy personal things, and it nixed the deal with Gaylord, where NES employees golfed and went to events free. That cost NES ratepayers more than $70,000.
Would you rather that DeCosta Jenkins and the upper brass got some golf tickets or your light bill be lowered, and see what kind of answer you would get?
As for inefficiencies in the meter reading department,
I think it's become a private club. It's almost like a private club that tells the people, well, be quiet and just pay your bills.
I think this is a perfect opportunity to look at what our practices are and see if there's something that we could be doing differently.
If you ask George Lieberman, there's still plenty of room for that. Well, I did ask to interview the top execs. They all declined. We want to point out NES does read some meters remotely, which does not require a truck to go out. NES says it saved more than $8.5 million reissuing bonds recently and another $2 million by managing peak energy demand. The utility also outsourced its auditing to improve quality and to save money.